Look that. Yeah, my man. Yeah, I ain't telling my nigga I'm righteous. I done hit more shit than Mike Tyson. They thought me, I ain't doing no, I ain't. I'm on there, just a good year, shit.
Okay, Coach, thank you. We are about 4,300 miles away from you there in Orlando as we come to you from the European home of the NFL, London, England. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Atlanta Falcons and the London Monarchs.
I'm about to fire these niggas in my first front room.
This is fielded a couple yards deep.
I'm about to fire them niggas in the front room, front office.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the...
Huh? Yeah, good. No, why the fuck? They know Larry Fitzgerald do not return. Not on my team. Not on my team. You ready?
30-yard line.
Talking about. Huh? The draft, yeah, we got who all up in that jump?
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on first and 10. Here's Brown, and not the start he was hoping for there as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Calling no gain on the game's first play, and it's second down now.
Brings up second and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again second and 10. They'll set up a throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Well, certainly not how he wanted to start his night. First throw of the game, an INT.
Yeah, it's not easy, but he's got to try and wipe that one away from the memory banks. And let's face it, it's not often a quarterback and a defensive back have a lot in common. But one thing, because they have these individual type plays, they've got to have short memories, don't they?
Boom!
DB gets beat,
going that way.
Quarterback throws it big, has to do the same thing.
Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, There's nothing but room to run.
It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down. Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. That's caught by Owens. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. They give him 27 yards on the 3rd down conversion. The first carry now. This is Williams. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I like the screen being called here early in the game, especially on the opening drive, because, Brandon, when guys come out of the locker room, especially those pass rushers, they are so amped up to get to the quarterback that you can use that against them, and a screen pass is a great way of doing it. A lot of teams against good pass rushing teams, they want to run the screen 10 to 12 times in a game.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. On 2nd down and 4, Newton. Now they go screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
That's a good job there creating the contact to force the incompletion. And now, since it's 4th down, that should set up a field goal situation.
And a nice sigh of relief defensively to be able to hold them to 3. Now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit here.
Shit. They might miss it, bit. Clink.
And his kick is good. In the end, the opening drive, Charles tells you points, maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Now a handoff for Gurley. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Watch twins. Watch twins.
They'll try a handoff right with Gurley. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job, and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
The tally there, minus 2 yards, brings up 3rd down. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
He'll look to throw. A heavy rush, and down he goes.
You look at get that out.
Partner, we had the game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase him.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9. And here we go on 4th down with Murray. Now he's flushed out left.
Damn.
He may try and run for this. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And that will force a turnover on downs. Set on 1st and 10. Oh, what a juke into space. 20.
What?
And touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
I fucked you up and thought I was going to hit you.
These guys are going to add on to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Gotta learn. That's what this for.
This fielded at the 2.
Oh, shit.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I actually get my young niggas burned. You feel me? This ain't like it playoffs. Shit, best time to teach them. Get them boys' feet wet. Let them get their feet wet. You know what I'm talking about? Feel me knocking.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6. Murray fighting, lost the football. But the Falcons were able to recover, so they will keep possession.
On plays like this, when the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
I hit that nigga that said he fumbled. Yeah, I remember that.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. They'll drop to throw. He's going to go for a big play downfield.
Catch that big.
And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can make a play on the football.
That'll be caught. It's Hester. And all the way down to the 39.
I caught you, dude.
It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
Caught him with it.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route.
What?
And a loose
Get the fuck out of here, dog.
Well, he did what he's known for. He
That's
made
so
the catch, then he
fucking
turned
gay.
into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
Are you
And all I remember as
serious?
a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes.
really
you have to
gonna
put
gank
it
me
on
like
them.
that, dog.
Big tackle, knock the
right.
ball free. Anything you
It's
can
all
do
right.
to
We ain't
slow them
tripping.
down.
We ain't tripping. Get what we gonna do.
You got block me.
Following the fumble recovery.
Boom! I tried to kill his
They'll
bitch
set up the
ass.
screen. This is
Ooh, I
Williams.
tried to kill his bitch.
And he'll
tried
be
to kill
corralled
that
well
bitch.
upfield right around the 40-yard line. It'll go as an
I'll be a
impressive
fucking miss.
31-yard gain.
I know we love our jobs, and pretty much any play we see, we're pretty, excited about. But big plays, let's face it, that's what we absolutely live for. How about that one?
That was great, and what our camera missed was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. A little bit of daylight on that first down run sets him up nicely. 8 yards on the carry. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Off the draw, here's Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
Now a first down throw, Cunningham.
Bust out.
For the football.
Bust
and
out
he's
your
gonna come
madness.
down with it.
Stop your
A
bullshit.
good pickup there, 21 yards.
Stop your
If you're going to
bullshit.
blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this
I know how to
guy,
swap.
and
Watch
that
this.
is less than
Swap
ideal.
on him right
It
here.
is because just about
One of
any
your
offense that has an
kryptonite
elite
package.
receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is
Yeah, his
before the defender
kryptonite.
does.
Yeah, bet.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp.
He
of
hated
the
when I
red
go
zone
3-4.
after a
When I
pickup
go
of
3-4,
5 or
he can't do
6.
shit. Yeah, 4-3, he be goddamn sliding through, weaseling through and shit. Put him in.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. Sets him up nicely. 1st and goal. It was a pickup of 14. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal.
Nigga. Who on
And
Von
he is
Miller?
swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Let go.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now. From the gun, it's a run for
Good
Williams.
shit.
And he will take this one in for a
Good
touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead.
Say what?
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes our score 17-0.
All right, come on. Let me get some now. You got to put some on the board.
The kickoff
Yeah,
unit is out on the field, and they will send this
Might
one
crank
away.
it up a notch on these nipples.
This fielded at
Crank
the
it up
2.
a notch. Turn it up a tad.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
I'm tired of playing with y'all niggas. You got 1 minute.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the 2nd quarter, but you're down.
Want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. And he's got daylight. inside. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Falcons.
And turn up on them niggas for a second. Had to put the killer in there. Put my killer in there for a second. Hold on now.
As they are now on the board here in the first half. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Woo!
And they're able to return this one all the way up to the 45.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. A new life now following the late turnover. Maybe a chance for points here before the break.
Yeah, pretty nice situation they find themselves in because they're really maybe one completion away from giving their kicker a shot. And that gives them a chance to get some points up on the board.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. Cunningham. He's got his man on the crossing route. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number one. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again. Cunningham. And this is going to be intercepted.
Let's go. There you go. You little young nigga out there, Neil. Told you. You know what I'm saying? He grabbing some shit, yeah. Yeah. Young nigga ain't fucking with you. You know what I'm talking about? See you, my boy. See you, G. See you, my guy. You feel me? Feel me knocking. What's his name?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people think to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just let it all out? Who knows? I'd love to be a fly on the wall for this one, though.
They'll try again from the 20 on 2nd and 10. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As it's time now to send you back stateside to Orlando, Florida, and check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, as they say here in London, all to play for as we are back underway in the second half. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively.
Oh, that was me.
He fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 39.
They fucking playing me, dog.
This return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
Are you fucking
They frustrated these receivers tonight. Really held down the passing game, but there got the penalty.
Fine line between aggressive, good coverage,
with my emotions,
and interference, and they crossed it on that play.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. On the counter, here's Williams. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. And what a big-time play there. 48 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
Switch.
Where the fuck magic at?
Here's Cunningham from the gun. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. A 22-yard touchdown grab. And that interception key as it leads to the touchdown. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
Gucci.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 4. He's going to rifle in deep left side. And the defense loses it.
I keep a trick out of my sleeve.
Touchdown, Falcons. A big play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons cut into that lead.
I know you thought I was going to run that shit, boy. You thought I was going to run that
point right down the middle. And the lead
Caught
down to
lacking.
10, 24-14. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It was at that moment he knew he fucked up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, we saw them there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
A gain of 13. It's a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme.
Beat his
and you
bitch
can
ass
drop
up.
anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle.
There.
It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They run the counter. Williams. Legs still churning.
Boy, if you don't stop playing, oh my fucking God. Get the fuck out of here.
He takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they will finally get him down, but not before he takes this to the Falcons' 32-yard line.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
That was some bullshit.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Now Cunningham. Throw left side complete. It's Moss. And he will take it in for the touchdown. As his guys are in for 6. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
This is fielded at the goal line. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do. But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Complete to Newsom. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense, and reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? That sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Damn, I should have ran behind him.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the 1st. CD, he is getting closer. He just went past 18,000 career rushing yards, just a few hundred away from Mr. Emmitt Smith.
And aren't you glad we don't have to go down and interview him after the game?
I don't want to talk to him.
Because you know we'd have to ask him about the record. He doesn't want to talk about it at this time, I'm sure. But the countdown will officially begin.
Yeah, it's the elephant in the room. Everybody knows he's knocking on the door. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Eluding, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Welcome back now here in London. It's the Falcons. They'll have the football, but trailing on the scoreboard as we get set to begin the 4th. On 3rd down, it's Brown, and he's going to be brought down short of the 1st at about the 31-yard line. 9 yards on the carry there, but it'll be 4th down now. They keep it on the ground against Brown. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. Dan Quinn's guys unable to come through there on 4th down. And as a result, possession switches hands. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, give him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
At the 33-yard line.
Rush in, rush in, rush in.
2nd and 5 now. Newton. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Owens. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a 1st down. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Past the 20. Almost unstoppable on the ground there as that one is good for 39.
How about that, partner? That's a gutsy run, a physical run, an explosive run, and he's inside the 10-yard line now. I don't know if you hand it to him again on this play, but make the defense think that you will, and maybe you have some options off of it.
Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. From the gun, it's Madden.
Oh, my fucking God. Listen. Oh, my mama, I picked that shit.
A 7-yard touchdown.
Oh, God, you knew I was pick this. I was on
to
it.
Stretch that lead.
I was on that shit.
That, of course, all set up by the big run on the play prior. They took advantage right away with a touchdown throw.
And you mentioned advantage. Probably taking advantage of their natural instinct after that previous play to be aggressive and rush towards the line of scrimmage. And instead, they were vulnerable to the pass.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
I know what the problem is. Why did you fuck your head up with this one, man?
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down. It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for it. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Remember throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. The Falcons on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is going to be 3rd and 13. Back to throw. He's going to fire this thing deep right side. He's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An explosive 38-yard pickup. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Oh, my goodness.
Intercepted.
Man, he was out of bounds.
A great read, and it's picked off.
It's a fumble.
And a great return as they're finally able to take him down.
I was wanting to come out trying to catch your ass on the 1-yard line.
The pass rush, the coverage. They've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They had the double-digit lead at halftime, and they have continued to roll. They're hard to stop right now.
I think what we're seeing is an example of a team that has it figured out in this ball game. And whatever the adjustments are the defense has made, hasn't slowed them, hasn't phased them at all. They either anticipated them or they've been so far ahead that they just can't catch up.
Now it's just a search to add to the lead. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when the next defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
A big play there. 53 yards.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Battle for it here, and this will be caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again.
They're scared and shit.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10.
Yeah, all time. Shit. It's like they scared of something.
I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick six? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. 60, orange.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second and 2. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Looking to throw. Now a desperation. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. In for the score. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown.
So we will treat them as such.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
They'll look to throw. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. Protection was great. He had time to set up a campsite. But in the secondary, though, they were ready.
And I think that in most places on the field, if you have that much time to throw the ball, someone's going to shake free and you'll find an open receiver. But condensed near the goal line on a two-point conversion, all that extra, there's not any extra field. So it kind of closes in on them, and that allows you to cover a little bit better.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the dream scenario you hope for coming into the game. Just one kneel here, and this game should be over.
It's always the fun.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What the fuck?
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Telling me, none of y'all gonna hit this nigga.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go. Cunningham looking to throw.
None of y'all gonna
He's
hit
going to be
this
taken
nigga.
down.
You
Sacked
can get on
back
out
at
there
the
all
2.
day. You better bust
Now
this
another
nigga.
timeout called for by the
Kick his
offense.
motherfucking
That'll leave them with
ass.
just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Yeah, they think it's
Need
easy.
something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first.
That shit ain't serious. Let's go.
Some clock. That was
Put
wild.
that
And
helmet
it
down on that ass.
It winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here.
Yeah, hit
Fourth
this
quarter,
nigga.
you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the home team here, they move back over 500 at 3-2 now on the year. And now it's off to Heathrow as they get set to fly back to the U.S. in a couple hours. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, they taste defeat for the first time this season as they drop to 5-1.
If you play with next week, that don't mean you play right now. Don't say you play right now if you play next week.
I'm Brandon Gunn. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Wait, where you at, man? Where your antennas at, man? Baby Sway, where your mic at, man?
Benny Blanco died. Yo, I'm right here.
What y'all waiting on? Injury report.
Oh, we playing right here. We gotta play right now.
We're gonna start the broadcast up.
I already sent it to you.
With a bad one, made a meal today and ain't my last one. Oh, I had to get back up. Had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running in down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it. Better see me now, on God, I'm lit it. I know that you're trying to go big. Better run up the cash, you love to spin. Made it, kill it, and did it again. But the intent, no, I'm down to win. I can't feel bad about it. I know you sad about it. Know you sad about it. I'm moving too fast, I can't stop. Wiping it down with the paint hot. Left hand on the wheel. I'm closing the top of the raindrop. I'm keeping the game in the headlock. When throw it, blinded my dreadlock. In the end zone with the mad dot. One phone call, get it dead stop. I feel like I own this.
Yeah.
Knowing you're mad, I'm undefeated. Top dog, making it even. Oh, I had to get back up. I had to get back up. I can't take no off. You better call back up. I'm running it down to finish. I don't play, get down to get it. Talk about that, come slide, I'm with it.
I just sent it again. I don't know why it kicked me out.
Which one of y'all gonna start the broadcast up?
I am.